She sat across from me in the corner booth of our regular cafe, twirling a lock of hair around her finger the way she always did when nerves got the best of her. From the second she walked in, I sensed something was wrong. Her smile was practiced, her eyes distant, never meeting mine for long. We had been together close to 3 years. Things hadn't been flawless, but I never once thought I'd hear what came out of her mouth that day, without hesitation, without even softening the blow. She leaned forward, met my eyes, and said plainly, "I went on a date last night. With someone else." For a heartbeat, the world froze. I blinked, wondering if my ears had played a trick on me. But no, she kept talking. She told me his name. Explained they'd met through work. That they laughed over dinner like old friends. None of it sounded like a slip-up. It was deliberate. She wanted me to know. I studied her face, searching for a trace of guilt, but there was none. Instead, it felt like she was waiting to see how much she could get away with, how far she could push before I cracked. Maybe she expected me to beg, maybe even lash out. Instead, I lifted my cup, took a slow sip, nodded, and said calmly, "I hope he treats you better than I did. Thanks for telling me." The reaction caught her completely off guard. Her mouth hung open for a moment before she asked, stunned, "That's it? You're not going to scream, demand answers?" I leaned back in my chair. The hurt was real, but I refused to hand her the spectacle she seemed to want. "I don't fight for a place I'm not welcome," I told her. "If you needed someone else, then we were already finished. I just didn't know it until now." That landed. I watched her confidence slip, her poise unravel. For the first time, she looked unsure. She scrambled, backtracking, mumbling excuses about being confused, about not meaning for it to go that far. But her words sounded hollow. She was only just realizing that her little act of honesty wasn't brave. It was cruel. And my calm response denied her the chaos she might have been hoping for. I finished my drink, stood up, and said, "You made your choice. I'm just respecting it. I wish you well." Regret flickered in her eyes, but I didn't stay to watch it spread. I walked out with my dignity intact, and this time she was the one left behind, watching someone leave without looking back. That night, I went to her apartment and collected what little I had there. I didn't take the photos, the notes, or the gifts. I left them scattered for her to sit with, reminders of what she'd thrown away. Days passed. Then weeks. She started reaching out, first short messages, then long emails, pouring out apologies, insisting it was meaningless, confessing that she missed me. I never replied. Not because I was holding a grudge, but because I had found peace again. I turned inward, revived old hobbies, reconnected with friends I'd pushed aside because of her. My life steadied. Her absence didn't leave emptiness. It left calm. Silence became a gift I didn't realize I'd been missing. Through mutual friends, I later learned the man she'd chosen vanished on her after only a few weeks. She'd expected something solid, but instead she lost what she already had. Some lessons only arrive through pain. Looking back, I'm thankful I never begged or raised my voice. Strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, steady, unshaken. My silence said more than anger ever could. She thought telling me about her date would break me. Instead, it broke her. Because in that moment, she didn't just lose a boyfriend. She lost a man who truly cared.